Hello everyone, I'm back again with my new video today. Previously we have discussed about different types of cartilage. Okay, so I'll just give a recap from the animal tissues from cartilage. So we discussed three types of cartilage basically, and today we are going to discuss one more type. First is hyaline cartilage, second is calcified cartilage, third is white fibrous cartilage, and fourth is yellow fibrous cartilage, okay, or also known as elastic cartilage. So first is hyaline cartilage. It is also known as glass like cartilage, okay, because of its appearance. Its examples are nasal septum, larynx. Basically there is santorini cartilage present in our larynx here, okay. Next comes C-shaped rings of trachea and bronchi. After that, sternal cartilage or also costal cartilage known as, it is basically present at the ends of the ribs. Okay, and the fifth example is articular cartilage. It is present at the ends of the bones. Okay, like suppose this one. Okay, these are two bones, so it is present at the ends of the bones. Okay. Second comes calcified cartilage. It is basically formed from the hyaline cartilage only. There is a lot of more calcium deposited at the borders of the hyaline cartilage and it forms the calcified cartilage. And its examples are head of femur and humerus bone and pubis of frog. Femur and humerus bones are present in the hands and legs of our bodies. Okay. Now, third example comes as white fibrous cartilage, third type of cartilage. Okay, and it is present in basically intervertebral discs, and it helps in shock absorption and also in pubis symphysis in the pubic region of our body. Okay, now fourth types comes is yellow fibrous cartilage, uh, uh, and its examples are epiglottis, ear pinna, uh, tip of our nose, eustachian tube, and Santorini cartilage in larynx. Eustachian tube is basically present in our, it connects the ears to our esophagus. Okay, it helps us to maintain equilibrium, which helps us to further prevent eardrums from bursting. Okay, now next thing comes is bone. After now we are going to study about the structure and how this bone functions. Okay, study of bones is basically known as osteology and formation of bone is known as ossification. There is inorganic and organic matter which is present in our bone. Percentage of inorganic matter present in our bone is 66 and of organic matter is 34. Now, inorganic matter is composed of calcium phosphate, magnesium phosphate, calcium carbonate and other types of minerals. Calcium phosphate is present in maximum amount, which comprises of 80% of our total structure of our bone. Okay, and in the inorganic matter, 80% of total inorganic matter. Then magnesium phosphate 10% and also calcium carbonate 10%, and fluorides basically are present in very less quantity. Now second comes is organic matter. There is ocyan protein present in which composes the organic matter, which is made up of sulfated mucopolysaccharides, okay, and fibers. Now let us see the structure of our bone. Now let us start with the bone. Okay. So this is the basically uppermost region of our bone. Okay. It is known as epiphysis or spongy bone. Uh, After that comes metaphysis. Okay. And below that comes diaphysis. Between diaphysis and epiphysis, this portion is known as metaphysis. And in metaphysis, there is a plate present known as epiphyseal plate. And work of epiphyseal plate is to increase the size of the bone from above and below. So our bone does not increases its size from end of it, but whereas it starts from the middle portions. Okay. Now see, these red dots are basically osteoblast. Osteoblast helps in the formation of bone. Okay. See, this is trabeculae, which is filled with the red bone marrow. Red bone marrow helps in the formation of RBC, WBC. Okay. Now see, this is outermost covering is the periosteum covering. Okay, and it is a bone marrow cavity is present in between the bone. Okay, now there are small tube-like structures which are known as Haversian canal, and Haversian canals are connected further by Walkman's canal. Okay, now let us see the dissection of our bone. See here, this is our dissection of the bone. This is white fibrous connective tissue or periosteum. Okay, now there are osteoblasts present inside the WFCT, and which forms the outer circumferential lamellae. Okay, now this is the bone marrow cavity. Okay, now this is reticular fibrous connective tissue, and this is inner osteoblast. See, there are two different layers of osteoblast, so it is known as outer and this is known as inner. And the lamellae produced by the inner osteoblast is known as inner circumferential lamellae. Okay, so now let us see next thing. See, these are basically Haversian canals. See, Haversian canals. And this is Walkman's canal. It is connecting two different Haversian canals. Now, see, they also secrete lamellae, okay, or basically matrix. This is matrix of different layers of osteocytes. Okay, so this is known as Haversian lamellae because it is secreted by the Haversian canals osteoblasts. Okay, and there is, see, this also starts increasing. These also start increasing, and they also secrete matrix. So it also starts increasing. So there comes a point where all these three lamellae gets mixed up, and it is not sure that which layer of osteoblast has made that particular lamellae or can say matrix. So that matrix is known as interstitial lamellae. Okay. Now, one more important thing, reticular fibrous connective tissue and inner osteoblast are together endosteum, and Haversian canal osteocytes and Haversian lamellae is together known as osteon or Haversian system. Similarly, WFCT and outer osteoblast is all together known as periosteum. Now let us see some features of bone. Bones are highly vascular in nature and it is also mineralized. We have seen those Haversian canals, they contain blood vessels in them. So it is highly vascular in nature, and also it is hard and rigid, and it has canalicular systems, and also it has regenerating power. See, you have seen that epiphyseal plate. Epiphyseal plate helps us to increase the length of the bone. Okay, now by the time we matures, those epiphyseal plates gradually diminishes, and after the epiphyseal plate is removed, then size of bones further cannot be increased, but it can be regenerated, because you must have heard that people have fractured their bones, or bones have been broken. So osteoblasts can further regenerate those bones, but they cannot increase the length or width of the bone until unless epiphyseal plate is present. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Now let us start